Alright, and here's the video review for Titan's Return Wave 2 Deluxe HIGHBROW. He is his dual-rotored helicopter here. They spin. And that's about it for his action poses in helicopter mode. He does have these guns under here, and the thing is, like, the gun has, I guess for when it's plugged in like this, but so he has some landing gear that I'm not sure what it's for, but I actually do know what it's for. I was puzzling it earlier and forgot I had solved it. So the guns can come off, and Xort, instead of Gort, I'm assuming that the day the Earth stood still prevented that, comes out. He looks very beachcomberish, with the gray chest and the blue arms and legs and the silver visor here. So he does actually get, unlike some of the other headmasters, he actually gets a little bit of paint detail, which is nice. These peg together side by side. You want to look down here until you see the pegs. The peg should be, there's a little peg in there that you want to have facing up, and then snaps together like this. And you can use those pegs to plug in Xort or any other headmaster, at which point you can plug this in to the side here, hence why those landing gear are there. I guess that makes more sense now. You can plug it into either side, and he can function as a weapon as well for some of the base emplacements and other larger headmasters. So we'll go ahead and take those off, put them off to the side. He also comes with his bio card, with his powers there. Xort, what is his power? I read it on the back of his card. Can't remember what power he gives headmasters, but yeah. And then the instruction sheet as well. He seems to be a remold of Scourge, at least in some way, and you'll see what I'm talking about here shortly. This thing looks like it should come out. Oh, there we go. There's a little landing gear right there. I still don't understand how that helps with the guns, but he's got a little foot-down landing gear right there. Also, an opening cockpit piece, which I'm not sure what the point of that is. Does that flip down and this becomes the front? Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the rear landing gear. Well, no, that really doesn't seem to help any unless you have that angled forward. Which, again, he's so back heavy that not sure what that rotates for. But it's kind of reminiscent of the old opening chest. Look at it in robot mode. So to transform, now also, this is the official transformation with these arms just sitting at his sides. You can use the hinge there and rotate those out. I think that looks maybe a little better. At least gives it something a little bit more distinctive than just straight arms down at the side. But really up to you, because there is, you can see this little notch here that does fit over this little tab here on the leg. So, and then the official instructions do have that pegged in. So that's the way it was is how it officially is supposed to be. But if you want to have something like a slightly different look to it, that doesn't look like just arms down by the side, you can do that. Go ahead and untab the arms from right here and lift them up. Split and unsnack the legs. They're pegged together back here at the rotor. And then rotate them down. And here's the part that clearly is very similar to Scourge, if not the exact same piece. Although you don't have to rotate it for his transformation. You just bring the legs down and then collapse this up into the waist. And bring the legs forward. These pieces right here flip out to form his heels. Flip out the fists. Bring those down. Or just don't move them at all if you left them folded straight down for vehicle mode. Then fold his cockpit down onto his back. Again, he's got that little, you can kind of angle that out if you want in robot mode. It does flip open for, well, I guess it doesn't now that he is now that he's got his waist pieces pushed back up in there, so not entirely sure what that piece is for. And then the rotors. Also, the rotors they just intend to stay straight, but you can see there are pins under here that pin the outer blade on, and I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of those is. There's no movement in the instructions, and I don't want to risk breaking it, because it doesn't look like it's intended to rotate, but they are pinned together there. Take Xort. There's his nice little visored head. Plug him in up here. He does have, the way his port sits, you can kind of see his neck. He actually stays in very securely. You just get to see a little bit more of that port here in robot mode. And then his pistols he can hold as separate guns here. So yeah, he's got the ball joint there at the head, a hinge there at the shoulder, as well as a ball joint inside the shoulder itself. He does have a bicep swivel, elbows, no wrist swivel. Again, no waist swivel on him, much like Scourge, because that piece is up inside the body. Does have a thigh swivel though, decent hinged knees, and that heel can position itself to lend support in a lot of different poses. I do not have his G1 version to compare to anymore, but in lieu of that, we'll show him off with all the other current Autobot Headmasters now that they are all together as a team. Bring in Chrome Dome, and then Cerebros in the back. And there we go. There are the 5 main Autobot Headmasters all together again in the same size class. Let's bring Chrome Dome forward. Put Highbrow back behind him. I think they'll show off a little better. Like I said, it's nice to have that collection complete of all of them together now here in the same line, not third party. Because like even the third parties, there have been some very nice renditions of all these guys from third party companies, none of whom has managed to get all the Autobot Headmasters done yet. So to have all 5 of those guys together again is really pretty cool. But yeah, so good solid figure. Fun helicopter mode. I do wish maybe the arms did something a little bit more than just fold straight to the side. Because like I said, even if you fold them out like engines like I did, it's not great. But it's a fun little helicopter, fun little figure. Titans Return Deluxe Highbrow with Xort.